Rob Hastings from The Independent. You said how you've had 2 or 3 opportunities a year to do this, and you're saying there's no reason, obviously, for now. But I just wondered what you'd have to say about Sean Ryder's comment that it's amazing what a divorce.
Any comment Sean Ryder makes is all right with me.
Yeah. I mean, is there any truth in that?
There's always truth in Sean Ryder's comments.
Okay. Cheers.
Just in the middle there. There's a microphone coming on.
Thanks. It's Julian Marzalek, the Quietus. How easy or difficult is it to resolve your differences, especially after some of the hurtful things that were thrown at each other?
We've got no hate for each other, and we never had. If you check the records, we never said anything actually hateful.
See, when you're creating,
media story,
you don't have to resolve hate. You don't have to resolve.
There was never any hate there to remove.
But there was hurt, though.
Yeah, of course, there was hurt.
Life's full of hurt. You're never going to get away from the hurt. But what happens is you grow away.
But how do you resolve it?
You don't.
How did you resolve it?
Love resolves it, doesn't it? Love's deeper than the hurt.
But the
it's
hurt.
a beautiful thing, isn't it?
You never forget. You never forgive because you don't need. You just create.
Love conquers all.
New stuff really does conquer all. So if you love it, you'll do new stuff no matter what age you are, I suppose.
So you're certainly hinting. I mean, how much new stuff are we going to be expecting then?
70 new stuffs.
Looking forward to that.
Hi. Yep,
Lee Zomer-Zimber from BBC News. Ian, you in particular, bands reform for all sorts of reasons. You say it's not about the money, you've always had the opportunity. Sum up for us why you've decided to take this step now.
Because I think we're great, and I think we've still got it, and I think we've still got something to give to people, and I think that in times like this we can uplift people, and we're doing it for ourselves, I'm not going to lie. But we wanted to announce our reunion the day after the riots, but it was important to me, in particular, that we played together before we announced to everyone, just in case someone said, we played together. No, well, how do you know it's not going to be shit? Well, I know it's not going to be shit because we played together and it sounds magic. It's just, we did want to announce it after the riots for that,
He really does think that we're a pretty competent band, because he does spend a lot of time watching us. And he does. He's
this is a great day for all positive thinkers,
Okay, Fraser, yep.
I'm Paul from Cool Media. Being from Newport, firstly, Ian, I'd like to know if you got rid of that Cardiff City shirt you put on like 15 years ago.
I only did it to get you that city word, didn't it?
No,
bit of tribalism.
Yeah,
I'm anti-tribalism.
Yeah, it's where you're at, not where you're from, isn't it? Are any of the kids showing any musical sort of aspirations? Are there going to be a
I never talk about my kids to the assembled world press.
Okay.
It's a habit that I've sunken into over the last 16 years.
Okay, but the Cardiff City top's gone, yeah?
Next one, John Bennett from Sky.
Ian, what was the first thing that they played and what was it like? What was the first song?
Shoot You Down. Shoot You Down. Sounded great, funky.
What was it like for you? I mean, you'd
Beautiful.
spent... And you were going to quickly talk...
Like a treat.
You quickly started talking about legacy.
My own private treat, like a private lap dance without paying.
That good?
He's not joking.
Did it sound like the old days, though?
It sounded better than the old days.
It didn't sound like the old days.
For the start, Manny's had another 15 years playing, so he's a better player than he was 15 years ago.
We're saying it was shit now, somewhere.
He's even better.
No, these two were pretty good. John and I are pretty rusty.
What didn't sound rusty to me?
It sounded no way rusty to me either.
But since Ian quit smoking, you've got more air in those lungs, haven't you?
That's right.
Johnny Mathis now, this kid.
It's XFM, isn't it? Sorry.
Thank you. Hi, Centre from XFM. What do you think of the current music scene that you're about to come back into?
Boring.
It's very, very bland, isn't it?
Very corporate. No one's saying nothing.
No, I've seen something good. Dirty North from Withenshaw. They were great.
Very good.
Johnny's on it. Johnny's always on it.
Oh, it has been, John. Weirdly enough.
That's right. We can't help it. We've been out before.
Give this man a microphone.
We've got time for 2 more questions if anybody's
You should write some of
got
these
anything.
thoughts down, you know.
So, just in the middle there.
It's Natalie Williams from BBC Radio Manchester. I want to know how important it was for you to make your comeback in Manchester.
I won't put any special significance on us having to do it in our own town. We'll do it anywhere, you know.
I wanted to do it in Manchester.
It's nice to do it, I suppose.
I wanted
but
to do this press conference in front of an Isle of Manchester poster with a little city logo in the corner. But I'm sat with 3 Reds, so what are you going to do?
It was important to me because I believe it was the people of Manchester that got us out of Manchester, which was our dream in the day. You know, 5 years unemployed, and those last sort of gigs before we went national, you could feel the people willing you to go on and do great things. So, you know, I think when the Roses finished, I put a statement out, you know, thanking everyone, but especially the people of Manchester who sent us on our way. So, it's important. To
I'd just like to apologise to the Mancunians that we didn't have time to get a tent together, or we couldn't find a tent that we thought would be big enough, because we know it's going to be wet, we know it's going to be windy, and we know we're going to be competing with the weather, but, you know. Anybody got a giant tent? Let us know.
bring a coat then.
So, just time for 2 more. Ben Todd from the Daily Mail.
Hiya. Quick one. When you were writing the songs
Quick one for
originally...
you, what does it feel like to represent the newspaper that used to support Adolf Hitler? Who supports the bank of Kabbalists that are ruining the world?
I'm not going to go into that at the moment.
Well, I am.
We'll have a chat about it another time.
Did you vote Tory?
No.
No one ever votes Tory, did they?
Quick one. When you were writing the songs and first performing them at, you know, Empress Ballroom at Manchester, etc., in the late 80s,
That's in Blackpool, the Empress Ballroom.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm
Lancashire.
from Blackpool. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Did you think 20 years later they'd still be so regarded by sort of the world's music press, by people everywhere? Did you think they'd stand the test of time as much as they have?
Didn't think we'd be alive 20 years later.
We just made them for that time, didn't we? We didn't know that. No, of course not.
And have you, sorry to go on, have you, on the second album, that seems to be getting more of a positive press in the last sort of few years. Do you think that's about bloody time it's got?
We don't care what people think about us or our music. We never have, and hopefully we never will.
Okay.
And then Gordon Smart from The Sun, and then we'll wind up with Matt Everett.
Man, it's obviously been a really emotional year for you. Can you just explain what it was like for you when you saw those 2 lads patching it back up again?
It was amazing. It's somewhat bizarre, but it's beautiful. I've always wanted him to do it, and even if the band never reformed, I always wanted him to remake the friendship, you know. Rock and roll's more than just music, isn't it? So yeah, it's good on many different levels, Gordon. Thank you.
Where's Cressa?
Great, well, thank you very much for coming, and
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Yeah.